I do have a pitch, by the way. Dobbin's
Legal,
already
we start
coming
doing
back
porn
because
in
he's
shorts.
interrupting another great Cole pitch.
There's so many podcasts about porn right now where they just interview
Listen
No.
to Cole's
This
pitch.
is a new cat. All right, Cole, go ahead. I'm sorry.
porn. All right, Cole.
That's got to be a clip, by the way. Just me getting frustrated by everyone, everyone interrupting the pitch.
YUNKJunk!
Hey, everybody, welcome to What Is This Podcast? We got some pitches for you of what we think this podcast should be. I'm going to start. You know, there's a lot of like jingles and theme songs, and I think what we could do is we could be the Weird Al Yankovic of jingles, where we could change the words for jingles. For example, let's get some of that Bagel Bites money, but let's instead get it from, let's say, Staples, and change it to Staples in the morning, Staples in the evening, Staples at supper time. When Staples are on a bagel, you can have Staples anytime. Yeah! And you do it for every brand. So that's my jingle, is the Bagel Bite jingle, can be used for anything. For example, podcasts in the morning, podcasts in the evening, podcasts at supper time. When podcasts are on a bagel, you can have podcasts anytime. Now, you guys got to think of a jingle and do the same thing.
I like the old beginning. I liked where we were at two minutes ago.
Okay, I got one.
We can do vodka instead of Folgers.
Do it.
The best part of waking up is vodka in your cup.
I like that.
Very nice. That's what I'm talking about. But what brand of vodka? Vladimir?
Yeah.
No Russian.
Can you do that as Michael McDonald, though?
Oh, the
best part of waking up is vodka in your cup.
Nicely done. Also, I don't think that's been the Bagel Bites theme song for 20 years.
It should be, because it's awesome.
Pizza in the morning, pizza in the evening, pizza at supper time.
It totally was.
When
I got a decent one.
You can eat pizza anytime.
I got a decent one, and this could actually be something that we all want to be business owners together. This would be something that we could get into, and we could actually, there's a location for it that we could take. It goes, Samurai World. I really love the way you slice, you bet. Samurai World.
That's good.
I'm missing it though.
The number one in Shogun fun.
Wait, is this Samurai World?
Samurai World.
Come
you said
on,
samurai.
Baby, slice. Come on, baby, wanna dice.
Come on, baby, gonna
cutlery. This could be for cutlery.
Samurai World. I really love the way you
die.
Yeah.
Love the way you die, boy. Is Waterslide World still a thing?
No, that's what I'm saying. We could take the property. They still haven't sold the property. Yeah, it's just sitting there, dude. It's just waiting for Samurai World.
Yeah, no.
I'll never forget, we went on Terry was probably there. We went on a camp trip.
Yeah.
One summer to Waterslide World.
Careful with this story. Careful with this story.
I must have been in the summer going into 7th grade. So
yeah.
12, 11, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. Yeah, I'm probably 12. A fresh 12. But like
rock hard.
Not yet. We'll get there.
Luke with the dentist head.
There was you could get private hot tub jacuzzi rooms at Waterslide World if you want.
What?
Yeah.
Like a VIP.
They were in essentially of like a tool shed, and they just put hot tubs in them, and there was like 3 of them next to each other.
No. Really?
You don't remember this? It's because they were in the corner, and that's where people would go and do drugs and fuck in these hot tub sheds.
No way.
It happened.
Are you serious?
They were by the pool where the volleyball was, in the back corner.
At Waterslide World.
At Waterslide World. Remember the volleyball pool?
No, I don't remember shit about the fucking geography of Waterslide World.
Well, I do.
No.
Don't worry
But
about
that's
it.
incredible.
Was it Zoom Flume or was it Waterslide World? I know the story you're talking about, and you
It was
definitely can't
Waterslide.
say the punchline.
It was what? Oh no, I'm gonna say the punchline.
No, you're not.
It was.
I'm cutting it out.
Flume.
It was definitely Waterslide World. And we, part of our summer camp experiences was getting everyone kicked out of these places. It was really a mission that we had. We get kicked out of the bowling alleys like every week for just chucking people and like 6 balls down a bowling alley at once. And so it wasn't really our mission to get kicked out of Waterslide World that day, but it was someone else's mission. A girl who was on the trip, who was my age, who met a group of older boys at Waterslide World. I will not, their race wasn't important, but they didn't look like us. And so we went to enter one of these hot
They were
tubs.
Russian?
Yes.
Was that the day our dads were there?
They didn't look like us. No, our dads look like us.
Our dads look just like us, except for Terry's. And anyway,
Zach.
I've never even thought to make these jokes, so I got a lot of them. You know what I mean?
Don't just whatever your instinct is telling you to do for the rest of this episode. Do the opposite. Pull a George Costanza.
He was my neighbor. I can make these jokes. Anyways, so we go to the hot tubs.
Terry,
You're such a fucking...
If you're okay with it, you do this. If you're not, we do
jokes are fine. I'm more concerned with he is not letting up on getting to his punchline, and it's not an appropriate thing you said.
I know. So he's doubling down.
We know where this is going.
We go to the hot tub shed and we open it because we think it's our allotted time. Even the lifeguard is escorted us in. The previous group's done, and you'd switch, and the water's probably disgusting, especially after this arrangement. And we open the door, and it's one girl and 3 older teenagers in performing sexual acts. And I'm 12, and I didn't know you could do it with more than one person, I think, at that age. I just thought it was a real one-on-one. And we're all just like, what is happening? And our good friend Matthew Wink, who has been always wise beyond his years. Terry, do you want to say the line?
I don't at all. I don't think the line's appropriate.
I actually want to hear this. I want to hear the rest of this. I've never heard this.
I mean, the story ends with somebody. I thought it was you, Zach. I thought somebody jumped into the room to make an exclamation.
I'm pretty sure it was Wink, and he screamed, "Damn, they hit that shit raw." Or was it? Yeah, it was the first time I've ever heard the term raw.
Oh, I never heard this.
That's what it was, right?
There's another line.
Luke, have you ever heard
your
this?
line, but I'm glad you forgot it.
What was the other line?
No.
It's like, this is traumatizing.
Just edit it out. Bleep it.
No.
I'm pretty sure it was the first time. Damn, they hit that shit raw.
I didn't know raw was a word. I didn't know anything about that.
I didn't know that was a word too. And so, they got kicked out. Anyways, what line are you thinking of?
No. Is your pitch just like not to do pitches and instead just tell stories from your past?
No, I have a pitch. I think.
But wait a minute. Mail order bride. You're really crazy about mail order brides. Brides, you bet. Mail order brides. You really love the way you feel. Come on, baby, gonna slide. See, mail order brides would work.
Samurai World is so much better. Samurai World, it's better with the syllables. Samurai World.
On the same trip, we're in the bus.
But that doesn't exist. What is Samurai World? Isn't that on like?
It's our new thing.
If you're a samurai,
isn't that Westworld? Shogun World?
No. That's where they get
shit.
swords and their pads and their chopsticks.
Samurai World is where a bunch of guys who have swords get in a hot tub and a jacuzzi in a shed.
And hopefully a couple of older fellas show up.
Wait, well, speaking of,
Who's
I'll
got a
do my
pitch?
pitch. It's just a conversation. It's just your memories. One thing that I remember I did on one of the podcasts, I talked about camp, summer camp, and whatever memories that come to your mind. And I thought that was a good idea. We should at least like once a month do a segment called Core Memories, or we can call it like Core Memories Corner or something like that. And I was thinking today, since Davin's not going to show up, this is the pitch that I'm going to give.
Are you sure he's not?
Commercials. What are your favorite commercials? What are some commercials that you remember? I know that this can spark a conversation. I know that you guys remember something in your mind that other people probably won't, but you're like, shit, I can't, I'll never forget that.
I think about this
like-
all the time.
Well, we
Yeah.
just did it.
I-
We just did
I
it with
actually-
Waterslide World.
Yeah.
Yes.
I remember at a certain point when I was in college, I was like, well, maybe a career choice could be like, writing commercials, and I remember I always think about when we were in high school, there was a change in advertising where I remember I
It was,
asked,
like,
I asked
weird.
my dad, I was like,
It
were
just stopped
commercials
being
always
memorable.
were commercials always like this, where like all brands, I feel like Geico was like the big one that made a change in the advertising industry during our
Like Old
teenage
Spice.
years.
That Kia commercial
Old
with the
Spice,
Old
and
Spice was a
Geico,
game changer when they hired
Yeah.
Tim and
Eric
Eric.
Wareheim.
where they had to make like everything it was like a series, they were all connected and everything was funny. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it wasn't just like branding and advertising, just this is the product and this is blah blah blah. It's like, the caveman, like it's so easy a caveman could do it. That
Well, those are
Really?
good. Those are Geico. Geico would find like a saying and do it a million times. It's so easy to get.
I was
to do it.
literally
Or-
just thinking about today. Was Ed too tall? Jones too tall? Like, remember those? That was a series of
Remember
Geico
the
commercials.
remember the Guinness ones where they just yell brilliant, brilliant,
Brilliant.
ideas of everything.
Yeah,
That's what killed me.
yeah, man.
I think one of my
That wasn't really a
favorites.
thing. The era before that was like Apple started. It was so like
No,
profound and like
I think beer commercials. Beer commercials were always funny. Like one that I remember, and this was like
Oh, yeah,
before
was
the era
that?
of like weird. One of them I remember was it was like college students, and they bought beer, and they also bought toilet paper, and they go up to ring it up, and they didn't have enough money for both, and they go so they had to make a choice, and they choose the beer, of course. And at the very end, the cashier goes, paper or plastic? And they all go, paper.
that's a great. Whoever wrote that,
Great commercial.
that's a great.
Great
commercial.
Yeah, I mean,
I
I mean, Budweiser, the
Oh, the
the
frogs.
frogs, that kind of started weird
Yeah.
ads.
Yeah.
That's the first time I remember where it's like, oh, we're doing weird stuff. Like E-Trade Baby with Pete Holmes
Yeah.
was always fun.
Pete Holmes.
Oh,
Yeah.
the
That was
Dell.
Pete
Remember the Dell
Like,
dude?
It was Pete Holmes.
Was the baby?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but for some people
That was
in
like his
this
first-
establishment won't let me out.
That was really
He made a
Pete
comeback.
Yeah,
He
made
did
a
the voice for
comeback
that.
in the Super Bowl.
There's
Yeah,
fucking Shankopotamus,
probably.
where they're in the golf country club, and he's like, "All right, Shankopotamus."
Yeah, that's
No.
probably him. That sounds like him.
That
The
was the E-Trade.
pickleball.
He's giving tips.
Oh
right?
yeah. Why don't you try reading the rules, Shankopotamus?
That's him.
Classic one.
Yeah,
not
that's Pete. That was like his first big break. His first like checks.
fucking mean.
No.
One of them that I remember.
So he's in the
it was-
new pickleball commercials.
No, there's no way that's Pete Holmes. That
He was
guy
the
has a
original
cool
E-Trade Baby, I believe.
He's a cool
Yeah, and then
masculine voice. You're
he
confusing
stopped.
for baby.
And then he did a comeback during the Super Bowl. There was an E-Trade commercial. And it was him again.
There was okay. So I remember Dos Equis guy, the most interesting man alive.
Yeah, Pete
Yeah,
Holmes.
that's-
E-Trade Baby.
And then that kind of did that start the Chuck Norris, or did Chuck Norris start the most interesting man
No,
alive.
Chuck Norris, I think, was first.
Well,
Right?
Chuck Norris wasn't the most interesting man alive. It was.
I know, but whoever started that meme before it was,
Yeah, I think they spawned each other.
That may have the Dos Equis may have started like the like finding a mascot or a like the face of the company. Like who's a good one?
No,
Burger
I
King,
think
the
that
King.
started with Flo.
The Burger King. No, the
Did
Burger
it?
King. The King mask was before. Remember, he would just show up like.
Terrifying.
Oh, here's the commercial I remember. Do you remember the commercials? They were reoccurring. It was Burger King commercials. I guess those were always funny. It was the Whopper and Whopper Jr. and they were in like the mascot costumes. They're in like they were just big Whoppers, and they lived in a house. And Whopper Jr. was Whopper's son, and they like would feud. Like, shut up, Dad.
I don't
Whopper
remember.
Jr. just had like an
I think-
attitude.
I think there's a great pitch in here. I think we should start
I just found it.
a production company where each week we come in with a commercial idea for a pre-existing company, and
I have
eventually,
one.
eventually,
I
and
I have a good one.
we'll call it Commercial Cast, and eventually, with the success of our podcast, inevitably it'll be a self-fulfilling destiny where companies actually hire us because they think our ideas are so funny, and then we just become a successful.
Oh, so then the podcast is literally we're just pitching commercials all the time, and then we do ad reads in between.
I kind of like it.
And then we do
Literally.
fake ad reads for.
One big commercial.
It's just
one big
all
ad.
commercials.
No, but like genuinely, we should do
This
this.
goes
because-
against everything that I fundamentally believe. This goes against
Hey, man.
it all.
What?
Gotta get
Oh.
paid.
No, I
Wait,
think that's
alright.
brilliant because I always wanted to make commercials too. Like I always had that dream.
All
Because
right,
I so
here's
often
one of my
watch
ideas.
commercials and I'm like, they're fucking trash. Hold on, give me 1 second, Luke.
Yeah.
But in the all those commercials you're talking about were in the early 2000s, and there was this study, and it's right around that time commercials changed, where it was like information selling the product is so less important than making the commercial memorable. If you can just get
Yeah.
it to fucking stick in somebody's head, they're far more likely to buy the product.
That's why we're sponsored by Whopper, 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 Whopper. Everybody eat a Whopper. Go and get a Whopper and put it in your face at BK. Have it your way.
Have it, yo.
You
You
rule.
I'm dead serious. I think this.
I hope
but-
you noticed I paused to make up for the lag in Luke's so that we could come out at the same time.
Well done. I'm dead
I
serious.
still
But I
said
think
it-
we found our cause.
I love it.
reason
No,
to
I love the
develop
idea of talking about old commercials from the 90s, of inventing our own commercials. I love this pitch.
it. Let's start.
Yeah.
Because it
company
works
with-
with my pitch, and we can just change it to Big Mac, Big Mac, Big Mac, Big Mac. Everybody, here's a Big Mac. Now you have a Big Mac,
Hey.
and you have it your way.
You remember Mike?
At McDonald's.
Have it your way. Actually, this is funny. Yes, I do remember Michael working there. But I had an idea that I actually wanted to do for my company where you just do like very insulting commercials, and then at the end just put like Dunkin' Donuts. you know,
Hey, guys,
it's
listen to
sponsored
this.
by-
Listen to this. Because
outta
this
here,
is a
Dad.
commercial.
I don't ever want to see you again.
This is
Olive
a commercial
Garden.
idea.
When you're here,
Luke-
your family. When you ain't here, you got no family.
Listen to this. Luke and I always wanted. So our dad Pete has owned a roofing company that he inherited from our grandfather. It was started in 1959. It's called Charbonneau Roofing. If you are in the 518 Capital Region, if you need a fucking roof, this is your ad. Get it done. So we always wanted him to do commercials. He never did commercials growing up. So Luke and I were like, we can make a commercial for you. You know, like I was taking a new media class my senior year in high school. That was the first time I made a music video for myself, but I was making like some of the projects were like radio ads. I was learning how to use Adobe Illustrator, learning how to use Adobe Photoshop, and learning how to use Final Cut Pro. And Luke and I actually made a mockumentary movie together. That was like my final project. This is all my senior year in high school. Such a cool class to take at Saratoga High. Anyway, we wanted to make a commercial for my dad's roofing company. And everyone that my dad had working for him at the time was like, Hispanic, Mexicans, Brazilians, Puerto Ricans. And
Ecuadorian.
we had an idea we were going to make a song for him, like a rap song for my dad to rap. And we're going to do a music video on top of all the roofs. You know how rap videos at the time were always on roofs?
Sure.
So we're like, Dad, like you already
Like
have access to
Diddy.
roofs.
Like P Diddy, he did some roof stuff.
Sure,
Yeah.
I'm sure he's got some. So we basically all I'm really remembering from our Luke and my pitch to our dad was at one point he was just gonna punch, like just punch
it was-
one of
He's rapping.
his crew members.
He's rapping, and they're
then
in the
turn around and
background
be
like this.
Yeah.
They're in the back for the whole rap song, and then at the end, he turns around and just boom, like.
It was very
Nice.
Chappelle show, like that era, like
Yeah.
that would be a Chappelle
Um,
show joke, like he
Spam
just randomly
busters,
just
bitch.
clocks somebody.
Yeah.
This is my idea for a commercial. You guys would really like it. You know the Geico commercials? I think they're Geico, where the people, it's a couple, and they go, "We love our new house, blah blah blah," except there's a blah 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 problem,
Yeah.
and then it's a clever. Mine is, "We love our new house, except our neighbors have a real dog problem, and it's Dog the Bounty Hunter." Like the next shot is Dog the Bounty Hunter in his backyard, like chasing people around with like a camera crew.
Who's
And he's
from?
like, "Where's the
Where
ice?"
from?
I'm
What?
the dog. The big,
Dog the
big
Bounty Hunter was
dog.
like from Boston Spa.
What?
Yeah.
From Florida.
Remember we used well, whatever, his nephew or whoever
it's
who was
from,
on
like,
the show lived in
Hawaii.
Boston Spa.
He's
We
from
used to play
Florida.
basketball.
No, he's from like Reno.
No,
Whatever.
He's from Hawaii.
I'm telling you, his nephew who was
He's
on
from
the
Montana.
lived in Boston Spa. We used to play basketball with him.
You guys remember the Campbell soup commercial
used
where
to
the
play
snowman
basketball with
comes in
Jennifer
and
Depp.
his mother gives him some soup and then he melts into a little boy? And they ran that same spot for like 20 years. That's
Great Christmas
amazing.
commercial.
The people
Can
who
I-
just had
can I
like
do a
one
pitch?
commercial and just didn't let up.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do the Corona one with they put the Christmas lights on the palm trees.
Yeah, that's from
And,
years ago.
he sings.
Well,
I
season
love those
there's-
commercials.
There's the
You know what?
M&M
You know what
commercial.
makes me embarrassingly emotional every Christmas season? The commercials.
Clydesdale. No.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Clydesdale.
Yeah.
Well, that's a Super Bowl
They
commercial.
give
You're
it.
like,
It's because you're an
one-
alcoholic. And you think about beer and you just start fucking crying.
especially the one where like one of them breaks
I don't
their
like
leg
beer,
and
though.
they had to shoot it in the head.
Right now.
What?
I'm drinking whiskey.
They had to kill the Clydesdale. It was so sad. That
What?
always gets me choked up. Yeah.
You
They're
can
like
you can never
camera.
kill a Clydesdale, bro.
You know who made most of those commercials was Zack Snyder in the 90s was making most of those.
Really?
Yeah.
I saw.
And then he never did anything better than that after that.
300. I saw Dax Shepard has a non-alcoholic beer, and the slogan is, first of all, it's called Ted Seeger's, which is a combination of Ted Nugent, Bob Seger, which is really. It's called Ted Seeger's non-alcoholic beer, and their slogan is Ted Seeger's the only beer safe to drink around your stepsister. Brilliant.
Wow, and that's real. This is a real thing.
Yeah.
What?
Because if you get drunk on real beer, you'll fuck your stepsister. That's what they're
That's
saying.
disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not into that sort of thing, it's disgusting.
The beer
No,
made
I'm
by
into that.
alcoholics for alcoholics.
What an awful
Yeah.
what an awful way to pitch non-alcoholic beer.
No. I mean, it's.
I'm buying it.
actually. I mean,
I don't know. I think it's brilliant. I don't have a stepsister, so it's cool, but like,
yet.
no, probably never.
Oh, yeah.
I think at this age, no more siblings coming in.
All right, who's got a pitch?
No, we figured it out. We don't need to pitch
Honestly, I'm fine with that. We could change into commercial cast. I like commercial cast. I like the idea that the end of all the Whopper Jr. versus Big Whopper commercials, by the way, was Whopper Jr. rocks. Was the end of all of them.
I do
just
have a
like
pitch,
a defiant,
by the way.
like Whopper.
Fuck you, Dad. I used to watch a lot of VH1 back in the day when VH1 was the shit.
Channel 56.
Channel 56, baby. MTV was 57. VH1 56. Spike TV 55.
55.
Yeah, Spike TV was later though. There was
Shows
nothing
versus-
there.
Shows versus pros. Spike TV. Anyways,
So I do have a pitch.
hold on. And you're next. But let me tell my commercial story, you son of a bitch. So
Derailed podcast. Time for a Zach story that takes up most of the action. Everybody take a nap.
now-
Shut the fuck up, Cole.
Definitely not going to do it now.
But you have to.
Nope. No, I don't. I don't have to do anything.
Hey, I was on board for fucking my stepsister. Is that what we're talking about?
No, that's not my
Dude,
pitch.
Don't cut that out, Dylan.
That's a Davin move. Davin would fucking plow his stepsister.
You remember how Stefan Urkel used to show up? That's like your Devon, your Davin. Just
You're into a machine.
and then you come around.
I've been
fall
texting me.
down.
We have stepsisters.
You do?
Well, we have one now. One
How
of them is
exciting.
dead.
What does she look like?
Okay, so my pitch.
She looks like Lisa Ann. Go ahead.
Is actually it's written on my iPad.
The funniest thing you ever said on this podcast Luke was like, yeah, Lisa Ann got fucked.
You guys see that one video of her?
Yeah.
What you...
We
Yeah.
can't do porn.
nowadays-
We can't even do
Well,
porn in shorts.
That's great.
Davin is
Dude,
definitely
that's my pitch.
Davin's
Legal,
already
we start
coming
doing
back
porn
because
in
he's
shorts.
interrupting another great Cole pitch.
There's so many podcasts about porn right now where they just interview
Listen
No, no.
to Cole's
This
pitch.
is a new category of porn where you just do it in shorts. And it's for people who don't want to see too much. They just want to see people in shorts rubbing on each other.
Yeah, Terry, you know what it's called? OnlyFans.
Only jorts.
porn. Only George.
I like that.
What do you got in those cargos, big boy?
A hammer. Douche.
Oh, nothing. Just my tiny little dick.
Oh boy.
All right, Cole, go ahead. I'm sorry.
All right, Cole.
That's got to be a clip, by the way. Just me getting frustrated by everyone, everyone interrupting the pitch. It's
Call
not
the
going to be a
pitch
good pitch now.
police.
The momentum is gone.
Copper Cole and the pitch police.
So there used to be this commercial.
Wait, no, we got alliteration going. And the pitch police. So the podcast is called Podcast. Podcast. Luke, take a guess what it's about.
Pete.
Outcast.
Spell it.
Yes. So we re-listen to Outkast's discography, but we start with the first song from Southern Playlist of Cadillac Music, and we listen to the last song from Speaker Box The Love Below. And then we work our way to the middle throughout their whole discography. And the whole time we compare and contrast what their style was like and what was going on in music, pop culture, hip hop at the time, and even our lives. And we, reminisce how it made Cole feel when he heard these songs. Maybe this is just a podcast that I'll start by myself. Because Luke walked away. That was like my only audience for this pitch.
Oh no!
Fuck.
Oh, hey. Am I interrupting anything, guys? I guess I wasn't because that was a shitty fucking pitch right there, if you ask me. Hey guys, what's up? It's my best friend.
Oh shit, Davin, man, how have you been?
Nothing. Got some new glasses.
Yeah, they look. Are those ladies' glasses, Davin?
They're yeah. I fucked a girl and I stole her glasses.
Is it your
And,
wife?
It
Well,
may be.
Is
the
this
only
how you've been
glasses that were in
swinging?
the-
Do you swing as Davin?
Oh, it all makes sense now.
Yeah,
Davin,
I mean,
Davin, do you how do you feel about Steve Urkel?
oh, fucking Urkel's a fucking dorkle. That's what I call him. Whoever, what was the guy that he turned into and got real cool?
Stefan.
guy
That's
a
what I was hoping
motherfucker.
you would know. I was hoping you were gonna
Stefan.
say he's your friend, Stefan. Yeah.
Stefan Urkel.
Yeah, we would just beat up Urkel and then find other nerds to beat up. So I'm looking at 3 nerds
So
right now.
is Luke a nerd too? Is Luke friends with Urkel?
Yeah, Luke and Urkel are fucking lint liquor loser.
You lit
Laughable.
another great commercial.
Great commercial. You lit liquor. Who are
Who
you
you
You guys
calling a
talking about
cootie queen?
commercials?
You cootie queen.
What the French,
Uh,
Toast?
Dirty mouth?
Yeah. Orbit, man.
So-
Those are great commercials.
See what the Orbits girl's
I'm here
doing
just
now.
to hang out, guys. You guys are my new best friends, so I won't be so mean to you. But Davin's here, so go
Davin's
ahead.
here. And he brought all the forehead he had. with
Davin,
him.
you've already been mean to me, so I'm gonna be mean to
I-
you now,
What?
and I'm gonna see how you can take it. Because sometimes
No.
a bully just needs to be bullied.
No, don't. Okay.
No, I think
No, I can-
sometimes the bully just needs to
Hey,
be loved.
nice glasses. Do they come in my size?
Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. You guys don't know what I've been dealing with lately.
What color is that jacket? Orange?
Blue.
Does it come in men's?
Okay.
Where'd you get those
All right,
clothes?
so
The toilet store?
Oh my.
Flush it down there, dude.
Guys, I
You
gotta
guys
be
drink-
honest. All of this feels real stupid in comparison to this brilliant fucking idea we have of becoming a successful commercial company. Like, it's all we should concentrate. Let's give up the charade. We did it. This was the whole point, was to find a brilliant podcast.
It's not
We've
a
done it.
look. It's not a bad choice.
It's a great choice.
But
I'm just chilling.
But what?
Don't worry. I'm not. You guys were mean to me, and I see things differently now. I'm putting things into perspective, and I might not be the coolest one here. Actually, you guys know the out clause. You know what you have to say if you want to get rid of Davin.
No, I think
Fucking-
keep him around. Keep him around.
Davin.
I don't remember anything.
I remember.
Beetlejuice.
Genuinely, he ripped it off from Beetlejuice.
It was Davin.
Nope.
It's close.
Do you have to say Davin
No.
backwards?
Nope.
Nevad.
No. You gotta say cool beans, cool beans.
Cool beans.
Oh my god.
What's up, guys?
Oh,
I'm back.
Urkel's
Hey.
back.
I hate everything.
woo.
All right.
Not feeling so cool. All right.
The only thing I want to
Go.
add to the podcast is impromptu song interruptions. Just if a song hits your head, you got to just say it right away. We can have commercial podcasts, but right in the middle, I just want to be like, I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. But then act like that didn't happen and just keep going.
That's totally fine. Anybody can break out into song.
Life savers. Yum.
You know, we're still gonna.
Rolling Stone.
We'll all be the same. You know, dumb humans. Just maybe just pointed in a profitable and productive direction now.
Did you sell out, bro?
I've been
What did you say?
kissed by a rose of rain.
On the grave.
Grave. I don't do lyrics. I'm not cool.
Ooh, the more I get
With that, you a big cat. Where your chips at? Where your whips at? Wherever you get stacks, I'ma fix that. Anything that's big dreams, I did that. Don't knock me cause you're boring. My record sales soaring, still touring.
Is that Diddy? Is that Puff Daddy? And
Not
Mace?
allowed to do him.
Can't do
Well,
that
it's too
'cause
bad.
he did things, and now you can't do that.
Yeah, put the
Don't
boom
touch
boom into
me
my brain.
cause I'm close
What you want
to
to do?
the
Want to be
edge.
ballers, shot callers, ballers?
We'll be
So what if
dipping
we
in
did the
band-
Outcast idea, but just with Diddy songs?
Like, yeah, like find the evidence. You know what I
That
mean?
would actually probably get crazy hits.
Evidence?
No, just the hot topic.
Terry, where have you been? You been paying attention to the news lately, or
No.
What you want to do?
No, I saw some memes, though, but I don't really know the dirt.
Diddy's both of his houses got raided
By the FBI.
and he fled the country.
What? He's not in America?
Yeah.
yeah,
No, he bounced.
no,
He's getting hit for sex trafficking and
Drug
a lot of
dealing.
other things. Rico,
he did some
racketeering.
at Waterslide World in a jacuzzi.
In
Yeah.
the,
Oh, wait.
I-
20
know-
years ago.
the
I-
early
I-
2000s.
20
I-
years ago.
I did hear about this. There was something about, like, he was just interested in, like, dude's named Benjamin. Like, he was all about the Benjamins or something, and that's what got him, is a bunch of Benjamins came forward, right?
Yeah. He
Yeah.
loved,
Yeah.
Yes,
loved Benjamins.
Oh,
both
yes. That's
All
what
about-
we're hearing.
The Benjamins.
All about the
Yeah.
Benjamins. Yeah. Is that what you
He
want to
did
do?
eat-
Want to be ballers, shot callers, ballers? Is that?
That's all about the Benjamins. Yep.
3-course meals. Spaghetti.
Three-course meal?
Fettuccine.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
and then the Fed showed up, and he just apparently he testified. He said, "Don't push me, because I am close to the edge."
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Guys, I'm just trying not
See,
to
the thing
lose
is,
my-
the thing is about,
Did they go after Diddy or Puff Daddy?
Ooh, good question.
so the thing is about,
Two different people.
when we have talked before about separating the artist from the art, what about everyone else that had something to do with the creation of that art? Because I imagine if I
man.
had the opportunity to be a producer on a P. Diddy song, and then all of a sudden it's like, cancel, you can't, and take all this stuff off of every platform and don't listen, boycott all this shit. It's like, yo, what about Mace? What about, Craig Mack, who recently died? What about his family estate? What about Notorious B.I.G.'s estate?
Well,
you know?
Mace makes a lot of sense now. Why he
Yeah, Mace
quit
has been
the
saying
game,
shit too.
Became a reverend.
Mace became irreverent?
A reverend. A
Yeah, he
reverend.
did.
Oh, a reverend.
Priest.
He went into he became a man of the cloth? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
a long time ago.
And Mace has been saying a lot of shit about Diddy for years, bro. He's been like preaching.
Well, they have a very successful podcast now, right? Him and Cameron.
Yeah, he and Cameron. It's like actually
it's awesome.
very successful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is awesome. But yeah, I mean, but that's the thing. Like, so even Mace is making money off of the song that I just referenced. It's a Puff Daddy and the Family, the album, which is one of my favorite albums. When I was a kid, when I got that album, it changed my life. So it's hard for me when like.
Well, that's a good point. That's a good point. I mean, I think with him, he's a little different. He's different.
Of course,
because
if you find out this person, it's like, it's not like if you support this music that changed your life, it's not like when you find out that this person did terrible things, I can't keep listening to this music that did positive things for me. Like,
Only if they
I have to.
molested
Yeah.
underage people. That's where the line is. I don't care if you're a rapper. You should sell drugs and be involved with gangster shit. That's totally fine. That comes with the gig. or at least
I know, but when you were into that music, you didn't know. You had no idea. It's not like this
Yeah.
person was known for this and then they put out music and you're like, yo, this shit is dope. No, it's some things that you can't erase shit that was part of your, what made you who you were. And the music really had little to do with the controversial stuff that these people apparently, had a part in, had a hand in. So now this is what the internet is trying to get us to do. So, and these are all right. So Dylan, these are the serious clips that I'm talking about that,
Ethan does this now.
Ethan, that should be,
what happened to Dylan?
Up a little more. Because
Dylan's busy producing.
Well, good.
Nice. Good for Dylan.
Way to go, Dylan.
He can't hear you.
Good for Dylan. Hey,
For some
Dylan.
reason, laughs don't pick up on this podcast.
Hey, Dylan. We're clapping for you, bud. Dylan, we love you, man. Where are you? Can you respond, please?
Yeah, Cole, you're right. In your aimless fucking defense of these monster men.
You got LA brain, Zach.
You can't change how you feel about something when you're 11 years old. It's just how you continue.
That's true.
No, my point is you can't rewrite how you felt. You can't
Yeah, but you don't feel that way anymore.
When I go back and I listen to those songs, I can't reminisce. I can't feel nostalgic. Like I love doing that.
Of course.
I guess
that's what art does. I understand that part. I guess I was wrong.
This just keeps
happening. So if we're going through an era where this is becoming a fact. Every person that we were influenced by growing up, us as young men, that really our time was growing up when we were adolescents in the 90s. We all graduated high school in the mid 2000s, right? We're millennials. We're young millennials. So every man that we looked up to, it coming to light, they were fucked up people.
Young millennials.
They all did fucked up shit, right? And then if we, if
that was a great use of the new podcast rule.
And that never happened. We got the young millennials.
Yeah, but what am I? I don't know. I don't know what I'm reading here though either.
I feel like we have to start
because here's where I'm really getting emotional though. Like I don't really, I wasn't that influenced by Puff Daddy, but Jay-Z was my biggest influence, and Kanye. Kanye, I've been through all the shit with Kanye, but what he has done, it pales in comparison to all the shit that Diddy is being accused of. So now people
what is he being accused of? I'm not reading anything that's insane here.
Sex trafficking, human trafficking,
and drugged women, and like had sex with them, and like
and men,
and showed his friends.
I'm seeing this on one lady, one person who is 17. So sure, that's the only sex trafficking thing.
And rape, and
I see accusations of grooming.
The fact that that's weird. Anyway, the fact that he completely like got on his jet and left, is that a little suspicious? Like,
yeah, and he sold all of his shares in Revolt, the TV station that he owns.
I'm sure like they made him do that. I'm sure that
he's guilty of so much shit. Like the same way R. Kelly, like they're fucking sex traffickers, dude. They're like,
what does that even mean?
I don't know.
It means
I actually don't know.
Prostitutes and you move them around the world.
Yeah,
it means you sell people
and offer them to other celebrities, like
Jeffrey Epstein, man.
All right, so wait, guys, listen to this.
The biggest sex trafficking.
Listen to this.
World.
Where were the houses that were raided? L.A., New York, Miami. Those are three big ports that have access to, multiple cities.
Where's
All the
Zach been?
cities in the U.S. and they're huge ports in the U.S. Miami, L.A., New York. They were all raided, and he's getting, investigated for human trafficking.
You sound like Donald Trump right now.
I don't get
That's
it.
the greatest insult that I've ever received in my life.
And they're being raided, all raided.
Yeah, but
And
This is what we're learning.
amazing raids,
and
raids at
being raided by
beautiful properties,
by the best-
beautiful
by the best
properties
people.
all over the world.
And they're the greatest. And they're the
They
greatest
raided because they wanted to see what was inside, and they had a wonderful experience when they came
And then
in.
he goes
And
a
I
little
heard they
and then he
actually
goes a little
left.
softer.
I heard they actually left tips because they enjoyed it so much, thought it was a hotel.
Wait, so this is what he does when he goes. That's when he's confident. That's when he's
but
speaking.
it wasn't.
But when
but
he's
it
like
wasn't.
when he's reading something new like that, he goes a little lighter. Like, and this and then and the investigators are saying this, and then I've known it all along. And Diddy's and I met him.
Fine guy. He's fine.
He seemed like he was a nice guy.
But they got him. Well, it just sounds like L.A., New York, Miami.
Yeah, those are all places that
Zach
have
has been.
like rough traffic. There's a lot of cars on the roads in all those places. So, of course, there's going to be trafficking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chris Christie
And
shut
so
down a
he's-
bridge in New Jersey. Isn't that trafficking? He caused traffic.
Oh yeah, and he got on his private jet and he disappeared.
Yep.
So
Well, there
that's
was
a little
also other
suspicious.
stuff that he had
Airline
gotten in
traffic.
trouble for. So his ex-fiance
Moving to the
took him to
country,
trial and they
boy,
settled out
all
of court.
happy.
This was like 3 months ago. His ex-fiance, he settled with Cassie, the recording artist Cassie.
I read the accusations.
And they
Mary's
settled.
not buying it.
So
It's not that I'm not buying it. It's that I don't. It's still just he said, she said, like video evidence or something like that. Give me that.
You only
It's
believe in
weird.
one thing, and that's
It
video.
is weird.
yeah. Well, so this is the thing. All right. So here's what I'll get down with Terry. Look, I'm not going to be that white guy, white millennial hip hop guy that like takes
That's exactly who you are.
sides.
You're a white motherfucker. White motherfucker.
You have no option.
No, Cole and I
Yeah.
literally wrote that song together.
Yeah, we wrote that in
White
Phoenix.
motherfucker.
We're having way too much fun. It may have taken some psychedelics,
Little bit, tiny bit, just a little.
but
All right, I gotta go soon, guys.
Where you going?
yeah. Look,
Gotta leave. There's too much
what
traffic.
What I'll say is,
I gotta get on my private jet.
Traffic
I
was
Running out of time.
I hope if I'm at a party and people give me the privilege of, hey, remember back in the day it was like, you get the aux. No, now it's you get the Bluetooth. If they give me the privilege of having the control of the Bluetooth, and I just happen to have it on shuffle, and a great P. Diddy and the Family song comes on,
You're gonna let it play. We understand.
I'm not doing it on purpose, but I hope everyone can appreciate it's a good song, and a lot of people had a lot to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Do you guys think that
I
Kristen
believe
Wiig-
I can fly. I
think
believe I can touch the sky.
Yeah, what do you can't watch Space Jam anymore?
Nope.
Stop. I'm done. I'm tired of talking
Not
about
ever
this
since you didn't hear dude. What Taz did to Tweety
Fucking
Bird
Bugs-
was fucked up.
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
man.
what the fuck did Taz do, dude?
He
You
ate her
didn't
out.
hear?
What?
He's a devil.
Ooh,
He's a devil.
He earned his nicknames, what he did.
What happened to Tweety, bro?
Dude, he did one of those tornado spins. Tweety got
Not
fucking pulled in. He got pulled
Not
in.
Tweety.
And he said, stop. and Taz was like, and nothing happened. And now,
Yep.
Nothing happened.
no, Tweety.
Oh.
Nothing happened. They can't bring him to justice.
How many hours of sleep at night do you think Kristen Wiig is losing just like dreaming of being like 1% hotter?
None. I think she's a
doesn't
very
have to be.
Wow,
attractive
Zach.
comedian.
That bitch, she
She
wants to
doesn't
be hot. She would trade it all in to be hot like that. I promise you, I can see it in her
Actually,
face.
she
She's
played a
hot. I think
character that
she's
did that in Wonder
That's
Woman.
part of her success, though. That's part of her, like,
She's not hot. She wants to be. She's
You know what
like
I liked
close
about
to
that?
being
she
maybe hot.
wouldn't be as funny. She wouldn't be as funny if she was
Agreed, but I'm
she's-
saying she would choose hot over funny given the option.
Did you know that Kristen Wiig is the new voice of Lola Bunny from Space Jam to bring it back?
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah, the new Space Jam was god awful. But have you seen Kristen Wiig lately? She's got like
Yeah, I just watched her on Conan.
all
Conan's
plastic
Replies.
surgery. Her face is all different. She looks way better.
Is it plastic surgery?
Yeah. She got good surgery.
she is.
It does look good. And that's what this podcast is about. Finding and Googling celebrities' plastic surgery and determining, is it good or is it
Mine's
great?
Look at Eva Mendes.
Okay.
It's kind of sad. It's all sad
think-
to me. I think it's like I really
What's wrong with
I
her?
really it
I don't think there's anything wrong with her. at
Bill
all.
Burr had a great bit about it all.
I don't
You
see any
Bill
change.
Burr- Bill Burr is
there's like a recent interview.
Wait, sit it out. Let all the idiots do it and be the fucking guinea pigs.
No,
I
but
can't
you know,
make you rich and
Yeah,
fucking
that's
just
your
change my
face.
Oh, make it different, dude. I want to look like fucking like this.
I got Botox on my forehead. Could you guys tell?
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that. It barely moves.
I can't wait. Once we start making this commercial money, I'm gonna fucking I'm gonna get a fucking hairline. like
Well,
this.
Terry works.
Anthony
Terry
Davis.
works with Botox
Is right here.
people.
Yeah, we did just
Plastic
shoot some
surgeons.
injections the other day. Actually, I might be going down to South
Oh,
Carolina.
You know
cross
what,
fingers.
Zach? Fuck you. I think last week you said, "Hey, that forehead's getting bigger though." It's like, fuck you, dude.
All right, mine is too. Well, you know, whatever. What are you gonna do? Look at this. Where's this going? Where's this guy going?
My forehead's been the same size since 100 years because I looked at the artwork from 100 years.
And that's why I'd like to thank Keeps for sponsoring this episode. We'll see
Yeah.
you next time on Commercial
Also-
Cast.
YUNKJunk!